What's up, Tiger fans? Jeff Sansone coming to you on a Friday afternoon game from Ridgefield High School. Danbury Hatters are in town to play the Tigers. We're about 12 minutes from tip-off. Stick with us. We are here to call this very exciting, anticipated game here between Danbury and Ridgefield. So this game was supposed to be tomorrow, initially at the O'Neill Center at Westcon, then moved to Danbury High School, and now Mother Nature has moved in, and the coaches and the athletic directors have quickly pivoted here to get this game in tonight. It's just the varsity, and it's just the boys, and it's just tonight. So the girls will make up their game in a couple of weeks, I thought I saw, and they'll figure out the lower-level teams eventually. But these games have to get in, and they're getting compressed here with some other weather issues. So it's Danbury and Ridgefield. Danbury has lost their home game. Ridgefield will host this one. And it's Coaches Against Cancer night tonight, so you'll see the Ridgefield players in their pink socks. And proceeds from the raffle tonight will go to a great cause. So we're here. We're getting everything going for you guys. Can't wait to call this game, and we'll be back in a little while. .540 to go here in the warm-ups. Ridgefield has retired to the locker room for a couple of last words of wisdom. And the Danbury team is out here getting their warm-ups. So 5.5 to go here now. Just checking our timing. 5:26 right now. I got to throw a little delay on here, but we'll see how that changes during the day. And we will get everything all set for our fans at home. Gym's already filling up. What's up, kid? Gym's already filling up. We got some young basketball fans here right now. And should have a nice day here. You know, we got a storm coming, so everyone's trying to get a little fun in before the storm makes them stay at home. Just adjusting some stuff here. See how we're doing. 4. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So 4:45 on the clock. We're going to have to fix this again, I'm sure, but we'll get it right now. .413 on the clock. All right, here comes the intro package for the boys. We're going to get this out of the way early, and then we can get into the game. Stick around. We'll be back with the live intro on the floor after this. All right, we're back. The Tigers are back on the floor, getting some warm-ups in. We got 1:56 on the clock right now. So we are getting close to tip-off here. So I got to add a little delay in there for my fans at home. Let's try this. All right. Coming up on 120 now in warm-ups. 120 left to go. All right, we're good. We're on time, and sorry I have to do that, but I got to make sure the delay stays right so it doesn't get all weird for you folks at home. So Danbury team coming in here, coached by Casey Block. They're 3-3 in the FCAC, 5-5 overall. Tigers come in at 6-0 in the FCAC, 9-1 overall. Of course, that one loss coming last Saturday to Windsor here in Ridgefield. Great game. If you didn't catch it, they lost 67-64 in a very well-contested game against Windsor. So boys looking to get right here. They sorry, we're getting things set up here. So Danbury has lost to Poughkeepsie, New York, and Middletown, New York, a couple of New York teams, and then Trumbull, and then two quality losses against Staples and Fairfield Ward. Tigers come in here, getting ready to go here. I've only lost that one game to Windsor, and we're getting ready to go here. I got Allison Romeo sitting near the announcer today. What a treat. Hey, Allison. How are you? I'm good. Allison does a great job taking the photographs that we post and the boys get to see and the kids get to see. They're awesome. So she does a great job here, dedicated to that craft for sure. So Steve Zazuri, John Anesta, Eric Riley to be the three officials for tonight's game. You can see them at midcourt standing with Coach McClellan. Jaden Leroy, sophomore at guard. Number 3, Cush Perkins. Junior Christian Jeffers, captain of this, one of the captains. Sophomore Nez Perkins, number 12. And number 35, Cam Perkins, the other captain on the floor for the Hatters.
And now for your Ridgefield Tigers. At guard, number 2, 6'1" sophomore, Austin Walsh, the Golden Child. At forward, number 21, 6'6", sophomore, Dylan Millett, the Broad Giant. At guard, number 23, 6'1" senior, and at guard, number 34, 6' senior, Matt Nagel, Maryland man. At guard, number 1, 6' senior, Justin DeFabio, Mr.
There's your starting lineup. Number 1, Justin DeFabio. 2, Alistair Walsh. 23, Ben Klotz. 21, Dylan Villette. And wearing number 34, special number for these Tigers, Matthew Nagel. Ridgefield coached by Andrew McClellan, Joe Wolf, A.J. Romeo, Dan Volts. National anthem next, and then we're going to get to the action. Stick around. All right, getting closer to tip-off here in Ridgefield. The Danbury Hatters are in town, coached by Casey Block. Hatters come in with a 3-3 FCAC record, 5-5 overall. Tigers 9-1 overall with a 6-0 FCAC record. Could be an easy game for me to call. We have 3 last names Perkins in the starting lineup for Danbury, so if it would in doubt, I'm calling Perkins. Can't go wrong with that. Once again, Eric Riley, John Anesta, Steve Zakuri. Zakuri. Zizkuri? I'm going to mess that up all night. There are officials for the night. You see the Tigers players all in their pink socks for the Coaches versus Cancer fundraiser. It's DeFabio, Walsh, Vallette, Klotz, Nakel for the Tigers. It's Leroy, Jeffers, and 3 Perkins for the Hatters. So here we go, getting ready to tip it off at midcourt. Dylan Vallette to jump it off for the Tigers against Christian Jeffers. Hatters control the rebound, 7:55 here. We're just off to the tip. Downhill to the corner, baseline drive, nobody's there. Drift pass to the corner. Shots up and good. So Danbury on the board quickly with a 3 out of the corner. Couldn't see who it was. Could have been Jaden Leroy with the 3. Matt Nakel brings it up against Leroy. Leroy reaches for it. Nakel looks to go around and finds Vallette up top. Vallette to the left hand. Hands off to Walsh. Gets downhill. Danbury does a nice job to repel that drive in the midcourt. Vallette gets in deep with the dribble. And we're going to have a foul. So Vallette gets in deep, draws the contact, spins, had the mask knocked off his face, and goes up and is going to draw the foul. So they're going to bring that one up on Cush Perkins, number 3. That's going to go against Christian Jeffers. Christian Jeffers, his first. Vallette first one up and good. So there's a nice crowd here. Danbury has traveled well. It's close by, one of their probably closer road games, and a lot of Danbury fans in the stands cheering and trying to distract Vallette. Doesn't seem to bother them, though, but I think this is maybe the fullest gym we've had this year, even over the Windsor game, because Danbury's so close. So a lot of fans here, and the energy is great in this gym. So the Tigers are getting after it here. Cam Perkins up top with the ball, number 35. Nice dribble by the big man. He's going to get fouled. So Cam Perkins giving it like he got it down there, drives the ball and gets fouled, and he's going to go to the line. They're going to charge, I believe that's, they got Justin DeFabio, his first, the team's first. And the Tigers fans giving him the business too, and doesn't seem to bother any of these players. Love that. A lot of youth players in the house tonight. See a lot of St. Mary's guys here, a lot of RBA youth players. Great to see the guys in the house. See the lower level freshmen and JV guys here as well. So good support from all the basketball programs. Cam Perkins, the sophomore, good on both, gives the Hatters a 5-2 lead. Little man pressure here from Danbury in the backcourt. Walsh is very capable, handles it confidently, hands it off to Nakel. Nakel downhill, he's in a lane, kicks it out to the corner. DeFabio passes up the 3, shot fake, then he takes it on the dribble. No good. Vallette high in the air. Dylan Vallette could not get 2 hands on it, and Danbury has the ball. They pass it ahead to the corner, quick 3 out of the corner. That one's off the rim and no good for Cush Perkins. And here comes Matt Nakel. Gets caught from behind and knocked away. Good hustle play there by Jaden Leroy. Danbury working out of the corner in front of the Ridgefield bench. Nakel defends the ball. Vallette goes up with 2 hands. Great block by Dylan Vallette. But Danbury gets it back. So Nez Perkins does a nice job to get his own rebound off the block. And then they turn it over. It looked like a travel called against Danbury. Here comes Matt Nakel across midcourt, gets it to Klotz. Klotz drives in deep, kicks it out to DeFabio in the corner. Right side corner, DeFabio is good. Ties the game, 5-5 on the 3 from DeFabio. So teams exchanging blows here, 5-5 game. Sosa in the game, nice job to wall up, and then they get him on the foul. So the fans don't like that call. Coach McClellan seems to be a little annoyed by that call as well. Eric Riley made the call on the baseline. Sosa kept his arms up in the air, and they might have got him with the body on that one. And it's going to send Nez Perkins to the line, the senior, to shoot 2. Second foul on the Tigers. It's going to be Sosa's first. And Sosa right back out. Dylan Villette right back in. So quick in and out for Sosa, and Villette's back on the floor. Number 21, near side to the camera, down on the baseline, low block, ready to rebound. That shot looks like it's going to be short, and it is, and Villette gets high for the rebound, and they have Walsh running the point today. Interesting. Usually you see Nakel up here. Now they give it to Walsh. Nakel dribbles it down the baseline, turns it over. He's trying to pester the ball. They get it up. That's Cush Perkins with the ball. Flips it up to Cam Perkins. Cam Perkins over to Leroy in the corner. Now he's on the wing. Oh, what a pass inside. Great drive. Can't finish. Good follow. So Nez Perkins gets in, can't finish, but Cam Perkins picks him up and finishes for him. Matt Nakel now along with Walsh on his left. Klotz has it knocked away. Jaden Leroy providing the defense. Good backdoor cut by Nakel. Walsh dribbles down the middle, has it knocked around, and then Villette goes up with a powerful two-hand move and gets fouled. So credit Walsh to get in deep. He had 3 Hatters pestering him on that. The ball got knocked around for about 10 feet. He did not have control, but when he got into the paint, he grabbed it and flipped it up to Villette. Villette at the line to shoot 2. Villette is good on the first. Here comes the second one from Villette, and that one is going to be off the front of the rim and just sneaks its way in. So Villette gets the shooter's roll there. 4 for 4 from the line so far for Villette. Coming downhill. Shot is up and good out of the corner. Danbury gets a shot out of the corner for Cush Perkins. 3 out of the corner for Cush Perkins, puts him up 11-7. Timeout Ridgefield, they're first, and it's going to be a 30 for Coach McClellan. So Danbury comes out hot, hitting shots and getting blocks and pushing the ball. Ridgefield finds themselves down 4 early here, and Coach McClellan just settling things down and getting the troops organized here. It's a 30, so the team is out on the floor. They can't sit down, can't go to the bench, and there's your timeout. Timeout's over. 5:02 left to go here in the first. These teams know each other well. They play each other many times during the year, summer, fall, and in the regular season as well. So there's a lot of familiarity between these two teams. Tough word for your announcer, folks. But these teams know each other. And you have Jordan Katz in the game along with Jack Michalowski, Evan Kuzdeba in for the Tigers along with DeFabio and Villette. Villette gets it down a little far away from the basket. Has that block from behind, but he stays with it and puts it in. So Danbury sends 3 guys at Villette, and it's still not enough. And Villette converts 11-9 Danbury at 4:38 to go here in the game. Kuzdeba covers the ball. Danbury gets in deep, has to flip one up over the backboard. Villette controls, flips it over to Katz, and then that ball's almost turned over. Danbury has the rebound. Villette blocks 2 of them. He is a one-man wrecking crew now. Dylan Villette doing it all for the Tigers. Katz up to Kuzdeba. Kuzdeba, deep drive. Kaz is in deep, up off the glass. No good. Villette was there for the rebound, just couldn't get it to go. And now Nez Perkins pushes the ball up, gets it over to Jeffers. Jeffers getting harassed by Katz. Ball's in the corner. Dribbled baseline. Oh, what a pass into the middle. Great cut. So Cam Perkins flashed in, and Cush Perkins gets him the assist. I believe that was Cush with the assist. Beautiful pass. 13-9, Danbury. Oh, they feed Villette. He's all alone underneath. And Villette goes up and lays it in on the feed from Kaz. So Kuzdeba connecting with the big man, 13-11, Danbury. Kuzdeba's in the backcourt applying some pressure. Nez Perkins dribbles, kicks it out to the corner. Now the ball's up top. Cam Perkins with the dribble, covered by Dylan Villette. Michalowski does a great job to defend the back door, and that ball's upset. Here comes Michalowski. What a seam pass up to Villette. Villette up off the glass, no good. Great pass by Michalowski to get it up to him. Big man running the floor. You got to feed the big man when he runs the floor. Good job by Jack with the heads-up play. Jack stands in. Nice Euro through. And that one's good. Beautiful move by Nez Perkins. Michalowski was there, but Perkins just stepped through and didn't get the help on the weak side from the other Tiger that was there. DeFabio has it now, trying to run the show from the top of the key. Gets it to Michalowski on the wing. Jack thinks about it. Shot fake. Goes baseline. Gets in deep and has it taken away. So Christian Jeffers with the steal, and here comes, oh gosh, Jeffers, they just ignored him, and he drove right down the lane, and Villette does a great job to wall up again. So a little shaky there from the Tigers on a couple of trips. Couldn't get it to convert. Villette's going to sit down after putting in, 5 minutes and 15 seconds of the hardest basketball you're going to see a guy play. Both ends of the floor. He might have had 4 or 5 blocks in that period of time. Just an unbelievable display by Dylan Villette in that first 5 minutes and change for the Tigers. Matt Nakel back in the game. That shot's up. Little push in the back. They don't call it. Michalowski has out-rebounded there by number 10, new player in the game for Danbury. That's Jake Fiorita. Kicked out to the wing. Back up top. Kiriau doesn't get it to go, and it's going to go out of bounds. Sosa's getting chased from behind. He has to feel the pressure. He does. Nice turnover there that the Tigers forced. Sosa gets it out of his hands to Klotz. Klotz dribbles downhill. You can hear the smack on the hand. No call. Referee indicating that was smacked on the ball. Klotz gets open. Oh, he had Sosa on the roll. Now he kicks it up to Nakel. Nakel back to Klotz. Tigers feel a little sped up here against this Danbury team. They're playing very tough D on the Tigers. Kazdeba gets in deep. Drops it into Sosa. Sosa goes up and lays it in. And Kazdeba has been so good with that feed into the big man. And he's just doing it again today. So Kazdeba settles things down for the Tigers. 13-50, turned over. And that's going to go out of bounds. And Eric Riley calls it Ridgefield ball. Bounced around like a pinball there off a couple of legs. Tough to really see. It happened so fast. But referee Riley on the scene and makes the call. So Villette's back in the game. DeFabio will sit. So they sub out DeFabio, bring in Villette. It's Villette, Nakel, Kazdeba, Klotz, and Sosa for the Tigers. Here comes Nakel coming up the right slot. He's covered by Perkins. He has it to Villette now. Villette back to Kazdeba. No count on. Here comes the roll from Klotz. Did not get it. Hits over the wing on Villette. Ooh, they go for the steal, and that's going to be a foul. So Nakel smartly comes to the pass and gets Nez Perkins to commit the foul. His first, the team's third. 1:28 left to go here in the first. It's 15-13 Danbury. Villette to inbounds just next to the between the bench for the Danbury team and the scorer's table. They send Sosa to the backcourt. He gets it up to Nakel on the right slot. Nakel covered by Cush Perkins. They feed the big man. Villette's got it. Couple of fakes, couple of spins. He's in trouble. Kicks it out to Nakel. No problem. Big fight going on down low here between Villette and Jeffers for position. Sosa gets in deep, and he elevates, and he finishes. Sean Sosa with the pretty take. Draws the contact, gets the finish, and he's going to the line for the three-point play. They're going to get Fiorita with the foul. He's not pleased. His first, the team's fourth. What a pretty take by Sean Sosa. Gets in deep, elevates. He stayed up there for 3 or 4 minutes, it felt like, assessed the situation and laid it in. Sosa's free throw is off the rim and no good. Villette challenges, does a nice job not to foul. Christian Jeffers with the rebound, and now they push it up the floor. Cush Perkins has it, covered by Nakel. Fiorita goes to the dribble, covered by Sosa. Sosa doing a great job on Fiorita. Danbury tries to go downhill and dribbles it off their leg. So Christian Jeffers trying to do it by himself there on the feed from Fiorita, and he turns it over. This Danbury team is very talented. Danbury in their road blues looking sharp. Ridgefield in their home whites. So it's Nakel with Walsh on his right. Walsh shoots into the paint. And that clears out space for Nakel. Nakel goes all the way to the hole. A lot of contact. Nakel on the ground looking at the referee. But count the bucket. What a shot by Nakel. He is a master at that. Kazdeba goes for the steal but recovers. Shot in the corner. Coming out of three long. Just catches the rim. And Nakel gets the rebound and he's pushing. So Cush Perkins couldn't convert on the three. Nakel rips the board. Oh, what a cut by Nakel. He left Perkins on the ground. Nakel cut so hard Perkins couldn't stay with him. And now it's 19-15 Tigers. Matt Nakel taking this over. Kazdeba in the paint. Walsh tries to get the block from behind and fouls him. So Kazdeba stood in, and his Danbury team is very adept at stepping through those charge attempts by the Tigers, trying to draw the charge. And the Hatters are stepping through, and there's got to be another Tiger there to meet them, and Walsh was late behind. Win for the block, commits his first foul, the team's third. Some substitutions for the Tigers, 15.8 seconds left. So it looks like the Tigers are putting in their shooters right now. I mean, listen, they're all shooters. But they got DeFabio, Katz, Klotz, Nakel, and Villette. I would say probably, I don't know, I think Kazdev is probably up there too, but they put in their shooting crew here. Swiatowicz is kind of talk coaching to getting him in Swee for 3, but coach not having that just yet. Free throw is up and good for Nez Perkins. Alistair Walsh hearing it from Coach McClellan on the sideline there. Coach McClellan just trying to coach him up a little bit, letting him know what he wants him to do in those situations. 6 seconds left now. Tigers are going backwards. They try to feed into Villette. It's a turnover. And then knocked out of bounds on Danbury. So the Tigers will have 1 second left to get this ball in and try to get a shot off. It's 19-18 Tigers. 1 second even on the clock. Tigers to inbound right in front of the Danbury bench. So here comes Alistair Walsh. Coach McClellan calling for something here. Looks like they want to get it, I would think, to DeFabio here. They flip it up top. Ooh, Nakel gets hit. Oh, knocked to the ground. I mean, I'm not sure how that's not a foul. That's definitely a foul. It wouldn't have resulted in shots anyway because it was a loose ball foul. But he get knocked to the ground, and the coaches are looking at him like, looking at the referees for an explanation on something there. But there will not be one. And Coach McClellan. So the referee explains both going for the ball, both straight up. Not enough for a foul. So we're going to end the quarter, 19-18 Tigers. Tigers have committed 3 fouls. The Hatters have committed 4. And that was a very hotly contested first quarter. And I'm telling you, this game, you know, everyone was focused on that Windsor game, as was I. But this Danbury game is not a game to sleep on. You know, the Hatters are coming in to play hard. These teams know each other really well. Like I mentioned, they play each other all year long, summer, fall, winter. And so a lot of familiar faces here, and Coach Block and Coach McClellan know each other very well. A lot of respect between those two coaches. So we're having a good matchup here, and I expect this game to remain close. 19-18 Tigers, and we're about to finish up with this first quarter intermission and get the second quarter underway. So there's the horn. There's the horn. They're trying to get him out, back onto the floor. There's a second horn, so they should be appearing in front of us shortly. It's going to be Ridgefield ball at midcourt. They're going to roll out DeFabio, Walsh, Villette, Klotz, and Nakel. Klotz lifts, gets the pass from DeFabio. Nakel rips and goes, baseline, kicks it to the corner, back up top to Klotz. They get it to Walsh on the wing. Walsh is going to get called for the travel. So Ridgefield trying to run a set play out of the intermission from the first quarter there, and they turn it over on the play. Walsh with the travel. So Tigers not showing their pressure here. It's just Klotz in the backcourt. He's covering Nez Perkins. Perkins gives it up to Cam Perkins, covered by Villette. Ball driven in. Klotz tries to stand in for the charge. Jeffers avoids it but misses the shot. So good job by Ben Klotz to make him alter his shot. Nice flip pass down low. Perkins with a little one dribble jump shot with Villette on him, and that's Cam Perkins with the 2. So that puts the Hatters up 20-19. 7:15 left to go here in the quarter. Second quarter just underway. They get Walsh on the wing. Walsh gets in deep, up off the glass. Oh, and misses it. But Walsh will be going to the line to shoot 2. Alistair Walsh, number 2, at the line to shoot 2. They assess Jaden Leroy with his first, the team's 5th. And Walsh is good on that free throw. Walsh is good on both. So Alistair Walsh, 2 for 2 from the line. He's going to come out, though, and Sean Sosa will take his place. So now the Tigers come out in their three-quarter court pressure. We're not going to call it a press, but it's Matt Nakel at the top of the 1-2-2. So Tigers putting a little pressure on Danbury. Let's see what Danbury can do against this pressure. Danbury does a nice job to break it, and there's the steal by Sosa. So it's not broken till it's broken, and it wasn't broken there. Oh, Nakel does a great job to get away from the Danbury player. I didn't know Nakel played soccer. He kicked that one to himself. Klotz gets hammered on the baseline, flips it up, to reverse the ball. Nakel going to let a three go. Pretty shot off the back of the rim. And there's Sosa. Sosa to the ground, tied up by Danbury. We're going to have a jump ball. So players helping guys up. Sosa got in there with Jaden Leroy, and it's going to be Danbury ball on the possession arrow. Good fight for the ball by the Tigers and the Hatters there, and Sosa did a good job fighting with Leroy. And it's going to be possession arrow Danbury. Ridgefield will have the arrow. 6:35 left to go here in the quarter. Sosa's got the ball in the corner, doing a nice job covering up on D. Baseline drive, big stop. Tried to get through the big 2-foot jump stop, couldn't control. To Fabio, great job on D on the wing. Nice drive in deep, and Nakel blocks that one from behind. Villette getting hassled. Now he gets it to DeFabio. DeFabio with his head up, finds Nakel on the left side, swings at the Klotz in the corner. Klotz rips to the baseline drive, kicks it out to Villette. Villette's going to think about it, and then going to let the three go. And there's the big man making threes, 24-20. Dylan Villette flexing the wide range of tools in that toolkit. He's very dominant inside, but he can shoot the three ball, and he is deadly if he can do that, man. How do you cover that kid inside and outside? You can barely cover him inside. If he can make threes like that, it's nighty-night for whoever they're playing, because that is ridiculous for a guy his size and who plays so well inside to be able to just drain a three confidently like that. So he's been, I think, 4 for 4 from the line. What's my boy Dylan have right now? He's got, I'm trying to see the board. He's got 11 points already so far in this game, and Danbury has brought their cheer team, some of their cheer team and the dance team, not sure. And Ridgefield, the Tigers Lair, decked out in their pink for the Coaches versus Cancer day we're having here. You see the Tigers players in their pink socks, coaches as well. And maybe your announcer's got pink socks on too. Thanks to Sarah Katz for that. Nice to see youth players all over the gym. They're everywhere. They're in their jerseys. They're up behind the Tigers bench. They're here in the fan section. So great day of basketball here for these kids before they have to get the sleds out for tomorrow's storm. So here are the Tigers. They're in there. Looks like a little man pressure now. Nope, now they're returning to their, little man pressure now. Klotz has the ball, covering Perkins. Ball's passed to the corner. DeFabio gets screened off, and his guy gets right into the paint unchecked. Misses the shot off the rim. Villette has it and controls it, and Villette is just filling the stat book up here in this first half. What a pass by DeFabio. Oh, baby. Villette pointing back to Justin DeFabio, who just threw an absolute gem of a dime along the baseline to the big man who was flying down the floor, and that is some teamwork right there. What a pass from DeFabio. Villette might have got a finger on that one. Send it off course. Misses to the right. Sosa's going to push it by himself, and that ball is upset. Nez Perkins knocks it out of bounds. Klotz lucky not to have that one stolen on the release pass. So Will McGee checks into the game, number 13 for the Tigers, back in with Alistair Walsh. DeFabio will inbound in front of the announcer's table. He's covered by Nez Perkins. Nakel lifts and gets the pass from DeFabio. Screen from Walsh. DeFabio up top. Nakel keeps it and lays it in. So smooth and easy for Matt Nakel when he drives the ball like that. It's going to be a good night. 28-20 Tigers. DeFabio covering on Leroy. Will McGee all over Jeffers. Now he makes Jeffers retreat all the way back up to near half court. Will McGee's got good length, plays good D here. Jeffers dumps it off. Perkins in the lane, dribbles up, and he's going to get fouled. They're going to get I believe they're going to get DeFabio on the smack. DeFabio unhappy with the call, but when he went in for the reach, looks like he might have pushed him. That's the call by, I think that's John Anesta making that call. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think that's Anesta. So referee Anesta makes the call. DeFabio not pleased. His second foul, the team's fourth. So Nez Perkins at the line. And he is no good on the first. Coach Block imploring his guys to get a stop. You need stops here. You're chasing 8 points here with 4:49 left to go in the first half. And the Tigers just keep chipping away at you. Death by 1,000 cuts. They can do it from everywhere. And Matt Nakel, Dylan Villette have been key to this so far. And don't forget Justin DeFabio. It's some really smart passing here. So Kazdeb is in the game with Walsh. They're going to bring it up from the backcourt. Nakel, Sosa, and McGee wait for them in the front court. Nakel posting up. Look at Matt Nakel getting to the post. Oh, and they're going to get him on an offensive charge. So Nakel establishing some dominance down low, and they're going to get him on the push. Looked like some contact there, but I don't know that there was enough to send that player flying 7 feet. But good play by the Danbury player there. And I like Nakel getting down low into the post and trying to post up. Hey, the post ain't just for big guys, and the three-point line just not for shooters. Not for little guys, I guess. Villette's a shooter, so they're changing roles here, and I like it. McGee upsets the backdoor pass. He steals it. He gets it to Walsh. Walsh looking up, being pestered on both sides. Flips it up to McGee. McGee looking for someone. Gets it to Nakel. What a rip and go by Nakel into the lane with the left hand and in. Matt Nakel with a pretty take and a feed from Will McGee. Look at the teamwork by these guys. And Nakel got downhill really fast into that lane. 30-21 Tigers. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the second quarter. Sosa hits the ground. Not sure he got there. Cam Perkins knocks down a three, man. He's not going to be bothered by this. Not sure what the whistle is by the official, but the Tigers are going to get to take it in on the baseline. 30-24 Tigers here. Danbury fighting back. Got to like it. Nakel has definitely found another gear here in the second quarter. Flips it to McGee. McGee gets it to Walsh in the corner. They get it to Nakel. What a spin up top. What a job getting to the hole, and he's on the ground again, and he gets it in off his back. Fist pump off his back by Matt Nakel with a beautiful take, 32-24. Tigers without the services of Carson Lust today. He's in a suit, tie, and jacket. Not here today. Hurt himself in practice this week, so he's not playing today. Perkins, heat check, top of the key, no good there for Cam Perkins. And here comes Matt Nakel, head up, looking to pass it. Now he's going to walk it up. He's got Walsh, Sosa, Kuzdeba. Kuzdeba has to jump for that one. Looking around. He's got Walsh cutting through the middle. Kuzdeba's got to be careful with this ball. Kush Perkins just looking to take it away. Leroy covering on McGee. Now it's Nakel up top, covered by Kush Perkins. McGee gets downhill. 2-foot stop. He gets it to Sosa, who could have laid that in. He was so close. Here comes Kuzdeba. He tries to get it to Sosa. Now he's going to keep himself off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Jeffers. Jeffers going to keep it. Walsh doing a good job to deny the ball to Nez Perkins. Kush Perkins now dribbling in the logo, covered by Nakel. Nakel got a piece of that pass. Here comes the ball. Nakel following his guy through the paint. Great job by Sosa to repel Cam Perkins. Baseline drive. Jeffers flips it over to Perkins. Perkins falling down and lays it in. Cam Perkins absolutely going off here in the first half. He's got 13, so Danbury's got a big man of their own that can do it all, and Cam Perkins is doing a great job. Walsh gets all the way downhill, gets his own rebound. Man, Walsh is so good at that. Kuzdeba lets a three go, back of the rim, no good. There's Will McGee with the hand on the ball, but he's fighting Sosa for it. So McGee smartly lets it go and leaves it for Sosa, and then Sosa gets fouled. Good job by Sean Sosa to hold on to that ball. McGee smartly let it go. He was about to rip it right out of Sosa's hands. So he let it go and gave it to Sosa. Great job by those two Tigers to fight for that rebound. So Nakel checks out after an unbelievable effort, and Kuzdeba as well. Kuzdeba's taken a couple of nice looks, just has not gotten the fall, but has a few nice assists on the night already. Tigers have to inbound it way up top to Villette. Dangerous pass, gets to the corner to Walsh. He's covered by Kush Perkins. Oh, Walsh finds himself all alone with the nail. Now he flips it down to Villette. So Dylan Villette had to go reach for that and off his fingertips and out of bounds. So Walsh trying to find the big man, just couldn't get it to him. And we're going to have McGee check out and Klotz check back in. Really productive minutes by Will McGee there. Great job by him getting these starters a rest and doing some good things on the floor. And the Tigers have their starters out here with the exception of Sosa, who's still in the game. Villette covers the little guard in the corner. Great job by Villette to get out there. Fiorita's going to let one fly air ball, and that one goes out of bounds. So Jake Fiorita unloads one, doesn't catch anything, and here come the Tigers. Ben Klotz all alone. No one's there. Klotz takes it in, sidesteps Fiorita. Oh, just can't get it to go. Klotz couldn't believe how open he was. He turned around. The whole Danbury team was looking at the Danbury bench, and Klotz thought the game wasn't even on yet. It was so wide open. He had no idea what was. It was really like one of those surreal moments. You look up, and the entire Danbury team has their back to you looking at their bench, and Klotz just froze for a second. It was like one of those moments where you just can't process what you're seeing. And Klotz got me shaking his head. Coach McClellan was like, hey, man, I could have driven a Mack truck through that lane. You got to drive that thing. I think Klotz like, Coach, I thought they blew the play dead or something. He's just stunned. I was stunned. I looked up, and the entire Danbury team was not looking at the ball. Just scratching your head on that one. And the fact that Ridgefield did not get a score there is even more mind-boggling. So 32-26 Tigers, 1:25 to go here. Driven in deep. Shot is up and off the rim, no good. Villette knocks it out. Sosa has it. Here comes Walsh up the left-hand side with the left hand. Hands it off to Kazdeba. He keeps it. Flips it out to Villette. Villette thinks about it. Villette flips it up and is going to get fouled. So Justin DeFabio is working hard to get himself open. You know he wants to unload a barrage of threes here if he can. But the Tigers game is working it inside, and it is working to their benefit. And no one was more unselfish than Justin DeFabio in that Windsor game. He made it his mission to feed Dylan Villette, number 21, assist from 20 feet away by Justin DeFabio. One of the most mature performances I've seen him have. And he's out here now trying to get a little bit for himself, wants to get the ball outside. If he can start making shots, it will certainly open up the rest of the game for his teammates. And he's just trying to be a good teammate and knock it in from outside. So let's see if they can get the ball to DeFabio. But in the meantime, Villette's at the line, shooting free throws, and he's off the back of the rim and no good on the first one. So the Tigers holding on to a 6-point lead here, 32-26, but Danbury certainly not out of the picture at all here. We're under a minute to go here in the half, 58 seconds left to go in the second quarter, and Villette's about to deliver the second free throw, and that one is corrected and is accurate and good. So here comes Nakel, takes out Kazdeba. Evan Kazdeba checks out. The Tigers will roll 10 deep, and I think we've already seen 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've already seen 10 Tigers in this game. In the first half. So that's how the Tigers roll, like to keep their guys fresh. Conversely, I believe we've seen 7 Hatters from Danbury. Oh, and we're going to have a charge. So there's Justin DeFabio. We talked about the unselfish play. And while the young man wants to unload the 3 cannon on these guys, he stands in there and takes the charge on the baseline drive, shaking his head. He definitely felt that one, giving up his body for the team. And Justin DeFabio getting the teammate award of the year here so far in the Danbury game. They get it to DeFabio. He's way outside now. He's at the volleyball line. Looking to pass it. Gets it to the wing. Feeds Villette. Villette way short on that one. Air ball, but there's Walsh. Walsh with the rebound. Dribbles out. I'm blocked out. And it's going to be off of Ridgefield. Steve Zakori calls it Danbury ball. 28 seconds left. Tigers in a little bit of a pressure package here. See if they can get a little flub here from Danbury, bringing the ball across. And Nakel, we almost had it, and DeFabio almost has that one. So the pressure works, but Danbury gets across half court. Cush Perkins being covered by Nakel through the logo. Matt Nakel is so good at keeping his hands off his player. What a spin move down on the baseline. Sosa, great job. 2 seconds left. They get the rebound, back up and no good, and Villette's going to control. So a really nice job by Jeffers to drive the baseline, get it up. He was contested by Sosa and Villette, who did a fantastic job not to foul. Jeffers got his own rebound, had the putback with 2 seconds left, just could not get it to go. So a very well-contested first half, 33-26 Tigers. And they retreat to the locker room. Danbury had committed 8 fouls in that half, the Tigers 6. And we are in the intermission. So a 9-minute intermission here. We'll get back after the action. So a very full gym tonight. And fans from Danbury are here, as well as the Ridgefield faithful are out. Nice to see a lot of students in the student section. I had the pleasure of talking to Evan Collins today, and he told me he would be here. So shout out to Ev if he's in the crowd. So the Tigers extend their 1-point lead. They were up 19-18 after the first. They extended now to a 7-point lead, 33-26. I like to keep track of things like that. So that was a 14-8 quarter for the Tigers, and single-digit quarters are a thing around here. They like to keep their opponents to single digits when possible. So certainly a 19-18 first quarter, not what the Tigers had in mind. 14-18, probably more their speed. Got the St. Mary's crew up here. The whole crew's back here sitting right next to me. So you guys want to? Nah, we're not going to put them on camera. Let's not get crazy. But they're here, and they're representing. The boys are having we had a really good practice last night. Games are snowed out tomorrow. And so we're doing a little hoops tonight, little pizza after this, and then we'll send them home to enjoy the snow. And hopefully you all at home are getting ready for the storm and getting that firewood in and getting your supplies and going to enjoy some family time locked up in the house for the storm. Hopefully it's not too bad. You never know. The forecast is somewhere between 0 and 12 feet of snow, and starting from now until Sunday night. So it's a very wild forecast. Not sure what's going on. There goes the crew. You can see him in front of the camera filing out to get some snacks. Hey, Clem, don't forget. Clem. Oh, the boys, they're not getting me snacks. I mean, I'll take a bag of M&Ms if they got one, if they got an extra one. So about 7 minutes left here in halftime. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with the second half of action in a few minutes. Thanks. good. Sorry I had to get you out of the way there. I was trying to see the shot out of the corner there. So.
Big nerve of you. Just trying to pick a seat.
Yeah, that's cool. How's everyone? Everyone doing well?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Good game.
Oh, yeah. How strange was that when they were coming on offense and nobody from Danbury was paying attention?
They were all looking out like,
yeah.
Cops couldn't believe it. We turned around, there's nobody there.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on out there?
I think they thought it was, like it was a dead ball.
They were giving them instructions, something, yeah. I've never seen anything like that, yeah. All right, folks, Danbury's out of the locker room. They're back on the bench getting ready for the second half. We're about a minute to go in the intermission, and we're going to get the second half underway. I just placed a large pizza order during the timeout or the intermission, so we'll be good with that. And all right, so that's an interesting first half. I mean, the Tigers give up 18 points in the first quarter, very un-Tiger-like. Then they lock it back down to 8 points. So discussion here is what are the Tigers look like in the second half? So we'll have to stay tuned for that. But certainly not the kind of defensive first quarter that the Tigers are trying to put out there. But Danbury's has a lot to say about that, and they did a great job offensively getting their opportunities and finishing. And really the star of the show in the first quarter has to be Cam Perkins for the Danbury team and Dylan Villette for the Tigers. The two big men really showing out here this evening, getting their games on. So that was really good action by the big guys. So we're getting organized. The Tigers will flip sides and shoot in front of their bench. They will go from right to left. It's going to be Danbury ball coming in. Wait, they're on the wrong side of the court then. It's going to be Tigers ball. So Tigers ball coming in, going from right to left. And Danbury is going to be going from left to right. Ben Klotz at midcourt to inbound the ball in front of the announcer's table. Number 23. So here come the Hatters getting ready to play some D in front of the Tigers bench. And it's going to be Christian Jeffers to defend the inbounds with Ben Klotz. All right, here we go. There's the whistle, and here comes the inbounds. They get it to Nakel all the way in the backcourt. Trying to feature Villette in the high post. Flips it down to Klotz on the low block. Klotz patiently catches, waits, gets up, gets fouled, lays it in. Super composed by the senior, number 23, Ben Klotz, on the feed from the big man. So how about that? Villette returning the favor to all these guards who've been feeding him, and he feeds Klotz for the two-pointer. And Klotz is going to shoot the free throw for the traditional three-point play. And he is good. Ben Klotz knocks it in. So here we go. 10 seconds gone by here in the third quarter. Ball's on the wing, driven, kicked out to the corner. That gets knocked by Villette on the way through, and that's enough to upset it. Tigers release. Walsh has it knocked away from behind. And here comes Cam Perkins in the open court, has his eyes up and his head up, and he feeds the wing, and we're going to have a charge. Ben Klotz stands in there and takes a big hit from Nez Perkins. DeFabio got a little swipe at it on the way by, and they get the charge, and that's going to be his third, the team's second. And DeFabio's going to take a quick seat. I think Coach McClellan's going to talk to him. I know what's going on there, but I will keep that to myself for now. I can see something developing there, and Coach sees it too, and I think he's going to get him out and talk to him for a second. Feeds Nakel. He gets downhill. Oh, what a move. Oh, my goodness. Matt Nakel is absolutely unconscious today. That is just an absolute beautiful take by Matt Nakel, man. In traffic, it doesn't get any better than that. That is unreal. Shot out of the corner, no good. What a rebound. Jeffers gets up and rips the rebound. Oh. And Leroy tries a flip shot of his own, and Villette helps him up along with Walsh. And he tried to impersonate Matt Nakel there. And I don't know that he got fouled. I mean, he definitely contorted himself, and he windmilled that thing and spun it around. And they got Villette on his first, the team's first. And maybe he hit him. You know, Coach Wolf is telling him to stay up because he definitely bailed Leroy out, man, because he was just I don't know what he was doing, but he was aggressive, and I got to like that. He's a good player. And he gets the free throw to go, so he's making it count. 38-27 Tigers. What action. I love high school basketball, man. These kids are awesome. What a rebound by Cam Perkins. Ooh. Looks like he got a little hurt there, but I love the way these Danbury guys play, and the Ridgefield guys, of course. It's just awesome. I got a big smile on my face over here watching these guys go at it. This is high school basketball, folks. I could not love it anymore. And there's Dylan Villette laying it in the paint with the right hand. Beautiful job. Matt Nakel covers up on Cush Perkins. Cush tried to push it. Nakel there. What a drive. In deep. Oh, Jeffers just can't get it to go. Villette contested. Walsh gets it up to Nakel on the left side. What's he going to do now? He gets it in, and that thing is swatted. So Nakel flips it up, and Christian Jeffers has had enough. He has had enough of the Matt Nakel show, and he absolutely swats that thing into the wall. Looks like there was a Ridgefield staff member there who might have gotten swatted, hit by that swat. And Jeffers just let that thing get out of here. But who cares? It's a block. No big deal. Tigers have the ball. They feed Villette. He is way off the block, though, and Cam Perkins doing a good job on him. Villette, a couple of he gets what position? Oh, my gosh. I mean, Cam Perkins is a good defender, man, but I don't know that anyone can take Dylan Villette one-on-one. And Villette just patiently looked him off, and within one dribble he had position. He had inside position on Perkins and was literally taking a layup with no one there. I mean, Cam Perkins is looking around like, can you send someone to help me, please? Like, Dylan Villette cannot be guarded by any one person in this FCX. And usually two people can't do it, and Cam Perkins is looking for some help. He did a great job to keep him isolated. Cam Perkins did a great job to get him off the block. And Dylan Villette probably caught that ball 5 or 6 feet further from where he wanted to catch it. And Perkins just got himself, he was on an island with Dylan Villette, and that's like Survivor Island, man. You're getting voted off if you get over there with Villette, because he is going to make you pay, and pay you do. 42-27 Tigers, and the Hatters have to be scratching their head. What do you do about Dylan Villette? I mean, he has 18 points. He's got a 3. He's got a bunch of buckets inside. He might have a double-double already. I got to start tracking rebounds, man, because he has so many boards right now. I mean, he probably has, I'm going to make this up. He has 18 points, that's for sure. He probably has 10 rebounds, that's a maybe. And he probably has 3 assists. And he's filling it up today. So Dylan Villette just absolutely having a gem of a game here right now. 6:11 to go in the third. And the Hatters find themselves down 15. And they've been playing well. Like, I think Danbury's been playing really well. And they're down 15. And they have to be like, what is going on here? Because they're playing well. And the Tigers just keep coming at you, man, from every single angle. They are not going to beat themselves. And you got to make them, you got to beat them. And what a drive in. Here he is. And what a shot by Cam Perkins, man. I love this kid's game. He is not phased, man. He takes that elbow jump shot and knocks it in and gets the Hatters a much-needed bucket here, 42-29. Jeffers hops out to meet Nakel. Nakel gets it to Kazdeba. Kazdeba asking for Nakel to cut. Here comes Klotz. Kazdeba has his dribble. What a crossover. And then he loses the handle, picks it back up, counts it off on him. So no 5 count. They get it to Nakel. And if you watch these Tigers away from the ball, they are always moving and cutting for these ball handlers. Klotz going to step into a 3 off the front of the rim. Villette does a great job to tip it back to himself without fouling. Down on the post, spins it off the rim, no good. What a rip by Ooh. So Jeffers rips the rebound, and Walsh is going to foul him 75 feet from the basket. Just trying to be a ball hawk and try to get it back. Alistair Walsh with the effort play picks up his second foul. That's 2 team fouls on the Tigers. Danbury also has 2 fouls in the second half. So 2s are wild, folks. 2 team fouls for everyone and 2 fouls on number 2. So play the 2s tonight. Here we go, 42-29. Danbury bringing up the left side. That's Cush Perkins. Big skip pass to Jeffers on the right side. He gets it back up to Kirill. Kirill gets it back to Jeffers. He wraps. That's got to be a wrap. Got to be a wrap job. Nope. Oh, they did. They got him on the wrap job. Yeah, so he wrapped his arm around Walsh to get to the drive. You could see it was very deliberate. You could see it. It's a good play. Great play if the refs aren't watching, but I mean, I saw it. If I can understand that, I'm sure the refs can too. I'm not the as they say, the sharpest tool in the shed. So good call by the officials. And here we go. The Tigers have it on the offensive foul. Kazdeba cuts through, gets chipped by Leroy on the way through, and then they get Michalowski on the next cut. And they're going to ring up Michalowski on the charge, it looks like. So Michalowski gets rung up on the charge, and that shot was blocked from behind by Danbury. That's Michalowski's first, the team's third, and Sosa comes in for Klotz. And the Tigers get into their 1-2-2 pressure, and now they get out of it. They immediately run out of it, and they just blows by Michalowski, flips it up and in. Good. So Jaden Leroy gets downhill, gets to the secondary defender, Villette, and Leroy just had too much heat coming in. Villette, not much he could do, and they scored. And Nakel steps through. And I don't agree with this call. Nakel gets called for the charge as they bump shoulders, and you're never going to see that, folks. Shoulder-to-shoulder contact is not going to be a charge most times, but Nakel stepped through and got called for the charge. His second, the team's fourth. I'm just here to report what I see. So that's the foul. And shot is good. Three-pointer, really good shot there by Kiriles. And the Tigers call a quick timeout. So just like that, 15 turns into 8. And the Hatters come back with 7 unanswered. Good job by Casey Block's crew. And they come up with 7 unanswered to cut the lead to 8. And the Tigers are getting organized. You know, you had an offensive foul there on Jeffers. And then you had one called on Nakel. You had Walsh with the reach on the rebound. And those little mistakes add up to problems. And it turns into 7 unanswered for the Hatters. And Coach McClellan doesn't like what he sees, and he calls a timeout. His second. He has 3 left. It's a full. And the Tigers are going to talk it out. I mean, they almost felt like they had this thing rocking and rolling and could do no wrong. And then, you know who it was? It was Cam Perkins who settled things down, and he did a wonderful job with that little elbow jump shot that went, and he's been great. I mean, what else can you say? Cam Perkins has been great tonight. He has 15, and he's been really the anchor for this team, and then that allows Jaden Leroy, Cush Perkins, Jeffers to really play aggressively, and they have. And Jaden Leroy has been pushing the ball up the floor at a pace that we definitely did not see in the first half, under control and getting to the rack and finding his guys. So good job by these Hatters to push back and make a little run of their own. Tigers are going to come out and try to settle things down, of course. They have 4 fouls. The Hatters have 3. And we're going to check the ball in here. It's going to be Ridgefield ball on the right side of your screen. Dylan Villette taking it in on the baseline. Flips it into Walsh. Will McGee back in the game for the Tigers with Sosa, Villette, Nakel, and Walsh. Sosa screens for him. They get nothing out of that, and they get it up to McGee. Flips it to Walsh. Walsh isolated all by himself. Drift pass to the corner. There goes Nakel. Steps through. Kicks it out to Villette. Can't get it to him. Backdoor pass is upset. Walsh tried to hit Villette on the backdoor. Walsh getting back on Jeffers. What a job by Walsh not to foul him. Walsh did an unbelievable job not to foul, but credit Christian Jeffers with an amazing finish with Walsh just in his shorts. Great play by both those guys. Sosa kicks it out to Nakel. Nakel gets in, gets fouled. No foul call. Sorry, I thought they were going to call the foul. They tried to go for the reverse. No good. Here come the Hatters. Crossover gets him away from McGee. Another crossover gets him free of Villette, and Jeffers thinks about it too. Now he drives it on Sosa, step through in the paint, and good. Jeffers with another super play, athletic, acrobatic move through the paint to get the score. Villette's got to be careful there on that screen. He is definitely moving. And we're going to have a foul on Jeffers, knocking Nakel to the ground, going for the steal. These Danbury guys are playing aggressive, and you got to like it. 3:12 left to go here in the third quarter, and Danbury's all over these Tigers right now. And the Tigers have to try to get this momentum back. They had it. I mean, they had it for sure, up 15, and Danbury has brought the energy level way up and has kind of hit these Tigers in the chin, and the Tigers have not responded great, but they're the Tigers. Let's give them a second here. Bounce pass in low to Villette. They send 3 Hatters at him, and Villette puts the old Michael Jordan, what are you going to do about it, hands out, and I get it. They immediately threw 3 guys into the post, and Dylan Villette just went through them like they weren't there. And then Jaden Leroy just throws it to the bench. So turnover by Leroy. Looked like Perkins left his spot, and I'm not going to blame Cam Perkins there. You know what they say, it's always the passer's fault. Sometimes that's unfair. And then Leroy just shoves Walsh at midcourt for no reason. Walsh gives the old, what did I do? Here we go. DeFabio has it in front of the bench. Couple of dribbles with Kirill on him. Deba shows some good maturity there and calmness to not throw the pass that wasn't there. DeFabio absolutely getting mauled, and they're going to call DeFabio for the foul for wiping him off of him. So Curacao had his hands on him. DeFabio wiped him off, and they're going to call DeFabio for the offensive. His third, the team's fifth. And if this were an opinion show, I'd give you my opinion. I don't like that call. DeFabio not initiating the contact, but gets called for trying to get him off of him. I mean, by the way, you can't have your hands on the player while he has the ball, and his hands were all over the player. So I don't like the call. But and sorry, Danbury fans, I'm sure you're there, but I'm a Ridgefield announcer, and I do have a bias, so I apologize. I am aware of it, and I'm seeking help for that. Ball's driven baseline, and Kazdeva upsets it, flips it to Sosa. Sosa gets it up to Walsh. Walsh thinks about it, got nowhere to go, gets it back to Kazdeva. Kazdeva hits the brakes hard. Walsh does a great job to hold that pivot foot, and then has it knocked away, and we're going to have a foul called. So referee Riley is going to report the foul, and let's see who they get. Looks like they're going to get Leroy for his third, the team's fifth. Kirio. I'm going to try to get this young man's name right. Kirio. Okay, I'll get it right. Here comes Sosa. Smacks the ball looking for help. Gets Kazdeva. Kazdeva flips it over to Walsh on the right-hand side. Sosa's all underneath. They throw it up a little too high. It's got to get up in the air to get it. Reversed by Sosa. The foul. The bucket doesn't go, but Sosa gets the foul, and they're going to get Quentin Chapman on that one. So number 2, Quentin Chapman in the game. He's going to commit his first, the team's 6th foul of the quarter. So the Tigers have committed 5, Danbury 6. So much more aggressive play, resulting in some fouls here in the third quarter. Sosa no good on the first one. Remains a 44-38 game. Just under 2 minutes to go in the third. Michalowski checks in for Walsh. It's DeFabio in the backcourt, Kazdeva at half court. Michalowski on the line with Klotz with his back to the camera, number 23, to rebound for the Tigers. Danbury cheer team trying to upset Sosa at the line, and he calmly knocks the second one in. Sean Sosa has really worked on his free throw game, and he has come a long way. Very proud of that young man for how good he's playing right now. Kazdeva on the D does a great job here. Klotz gets a hand on it, and now he's dead. 5 count almost on him, and he throws it into the middle. Somehow Danbury comes out with that Perkins shot fake, swings it over to Kirio in the corner. Klotz providing the D. What a drive down. Oh, that's going to be a charge. So they're going to get Nez Perkins on the charge, and credit that charge to 3 Tigers. Kazdeva, Klotz, and Sosa. Kazdeva and Klotz funneled him into Sosa, and the young man had nowhere to go. He picks up his 4th, and he is not happy about that. Nez Perkins has committed 4 fouls. The team has 7. It's not a shooting foul for the Tigers, as it's a player control foul, but the Tigers will be shooting free throws the rest of the way here. DeFabio gets out of the way, and there it is. He finally gets to unload one, and he missed it. Has to feel good to just get a shot off here because he hasn't had any clean air this whole game. So DeFabio gets his shot off, misses it. 45-38 Tigers. Ball in the corner. Leroy has it, covered by Sosa. Sosa giving up a little size here. He's bigger than Leroy. And Leroy just throws it straight out of bounds. So he was looking for someone to be posting up in the corner. I think he was looking for Quentin Chapman to be in that corner, weak side. But he made a cardinal sin. He left his feet before he knew where he was going to go. When he got in the air, there was nobody there. So the Tigers will inbound. It's Michalowski to Nakel. Nakel is going to be covered by Jaden Leroy here as he comes across half court. 45-38, coming up on a minute to go in the third. DeFabio screens and then pops, can't get it, and Leroy's all over him. Leroy doing a great job denying DeFabio. They know where the 3 points come from. Klotz has it turned over now. Kirio picks it off from Klotz, and here comes Danbury. Klotz providing the defense. Ball's in the corner. Little baseline, thought about it, and I pulls it out, back up top. Cush Perkins to the drive with Michalowski on him. Klotz gets the closeout. That's got to be a foul. I don't understand, but maybe I'm wrong. He had his hand on Sosa's back. Used Sosa as leverage to go up and get the rebound. Great job by Cam Perkins to come down with that ball and converts it for a basket. I didn't see who had the bucket. 45-40 Tigers right now. I mean, he used Sosa as a ladder to get higher. I think that's a foul in most areas. Nakel leaves his feet to throw the pass, but luckily DeFabio hauls it in for him. DeFabio tries to go baseline. We're going to have a blocking foul in the corner on Jaden Leroy. So DeFabio going to the dribble game, and he's going to the line. He's going to shoot. Go to the line, DeFabio. You're shooting. So that's the 4th foul on Jaden Leroy. So he's got to sit down. 4 fouls in the third quarter. Coach Block's got to get him out here to protect him. And DeFabio can put some points on from the foul line here. So Leroy will check out, and they're going to send in Quentin Chapman for him. Michalowski checks out. So it's Klotz on the near side, Sosa on the far side with DeFabio at the line. Kazdeva at half court, and Nakel, the senior, Matt Nakel, the Iceman, the answer, standing in the backcourt. DeFabio misses the 1-on-1. And here we go. Chapman has it. The ball's already in the front court for Danbury. Cam Perkins going to let a 3 go off the rim. No good. And the rebound not controlled, and it's going to be the end of the quarter. So poor execution by the Tigers there at the end of the third quarter gave Danbury a very clean look at a 3. Cam Perkins, who has knocked one of those down this game already, had a clean look at it, just couldn't get it to go. So the Tigers escape with a 45-40 third quarter lead. And that is a 12-14 quarter for the Tigers. So not a winning quarter for the Tigers. Danbury bested them by 2 in that quarter, and they were down. Listen, Danbury's down 15 in the middle of that quarter, and it felt like the Tigers were just going to run away with this game, and Danbury reeled them back in with Cam Perkins settling things down with a nice elbow jumper. Matt Nakel gets called for a questionable charge, and then Walsh commits a foul way away from the Danbury basket on a rebound under their own basket, and Danbury makes the shots and closes the gap. So they close 10 points on the Tigers. I'm going to say this, folks. I've seen a lot of Tigers games. That doesn't happen often. Not often a team closes a 10-point deficit in mid-quarter on the Tigers. So Tigers got to clean it up, and if you need the answer, they got the coach in the huddle to do it. Coach McClellan, reigning boys FCI Coach of the Year, will certainly have an answer. And Coach Block, this is what I love about this game. High-level coaching on both sides, and these coaches problem solve on the move with their players and solutions to problems that are presented, and we'll see what they have here. We're going to have a good fourth quarter. 5-point game. It's going to be Danbury ball. Ridgefield's shooting free throws. Ridgefield's committed 5 fouls so far. So we're going to have Q Chapman here right in front of our table, inbounds the ball. And here come the Tigers. Looks like the starting crew for the Tigers. Starting 5 for the Tigers back on the floor. It looks like Kiriel's in the game for Danbury, not one of their starters. They have a couple guys in foul trouble, 2 guys as a matter of fact. They go right to the drive game, and the ball's knocked out, and it's going to be called off of Ridgefield. Not sure who touched it. But that was a set play. Jeffers absolutely attacked the rim, and he had a player running with him in case the double team came. So that's by design by Danbury. So, like I said, Coach Block's going to have answers to this stuff. Perkins keeps his dribble alive up top. Oh, what a feed down low on the cut. Now they kick it out. Open, wide open 3. Hits the stanchion. That's going to be out of bounds. So the Danbury player got an uncontested wide open look. Couldn't convert, but if you're the Tigers, you're not happy about that at all. Someone's got to get out to that guy, and you can't shoot it. So here we go. Cush Perkins covers Matt Nakel. Matt Nakel gets to midcourt, between the legs, so composed, feeds the big man. He's at the top of the key, covered by Jeffers. Handoff to Walsh. Walsh gets downhill, covered by 2 Hatters. Hatters are doing a great job to get back out on the ball after the ball gets compressed inside. Klotz goes up on the drive. It's blocked, but fouled first. And they're going to send Klotz to the line. And they're going to get Jeffers on the foul, his 4th. I'm trying to keep track. I think that's 3 guys with 4 fouls for might be 3 guys with 4 fouls for Danbury. Fiorita ready to check back in. Klotz missed the first one. And that gets Christian Jeffers out of the game, and he's a very talented young man. Not a guy, listen, the guys that have had 4 fouls are very talented for Danbury, and you definitely do not want to have him on the bench, but Coach Block has no choice right now. And Klotz misses both of them. And there he is, Cam Perkins with another rebound. Gets it over to Cush Perkins. Cush very quick at getting downhill. Cam's super quick too. Good feet, good hands for the big man. What a feed down low, reverse, and good. Beautiful play by Q Chapman. Quentin Chapman, reverse on Walsh. Walsh usually the one dishing those out. We're going to get Nakel is going to go to the line on the bump. They're going to call it on the ground. No continuation, although he was already in the gather. Yeah, okay. So I understand the call. The Danbury bench is not happy, but Nakel had already gathered and was on the way to the hole. He takes long steps, and he had already gathered and was up. I thought it was a continuation play. It wasn't a stretch to give it to him, and Coach Block is infuriated by that call. Count the basket. Matt Nakel converted. He's going to get 1 free throw here, but the gather was done. He was already on his way up when he got fouled. Free throw doesn't go. Danbury skies. Nice job by Fiorita to come down with that ball with pressure from Ben Klotz from behind. Here we go. Ball's in the corner already. DeFabio there to force it out. Perkins has it covered by Villette. Walsh now guarding on Perkins. Curiel gets it up to Fiorita. Fiorita kicks it over to Perkins. Perkins lets a 3 go. Air ball. But what a save by Fiorita. Gets it into Curiel. Curiel in the corner. Couple of dribbles. Floater up off the rim. No good. Nice rebound. Weak side by Cam Perkins. Blocked by Vallette. Vallette settles things down with a big block on Cam Perkins from behind. Oh, there's DeFabio with an unbelievable assist. Justin DeFabio with another assist to Dylan Vallette. What an absolute gorgeous pass. I mean, he threw that from, I think he was behind half court. Oh, we're going to have a backcourt violation. Backcourt violation. So Vallette knocks it off of Perkins. Perkins touched it again and went to the backcourt, and Casey Block is beside himself, but Vallette hit it, and then it clearly knocked off of Cam Perkins' leg and went to the backcourt. So what an effort by both these teams, man. It's a 7-point game. Let's not get out of control. The Tigers not running away with anything, and Danbury's all over it. So really good play by Danbury here. Ridgefield has a couple of balls bounce their way, and it's going to be Ridgefield ball, 6:09 left to go in the fourth. And, man, I wish I had an instant replay. I do, but it's just I'm not messing with it. I've had so many problems this year. But Justin DeFabio has thrown 2 of the best assists you will ever see, and I've talked about his unselfish play. And I sense the frustration this young man's going through today. He's not getting the looks he wants. They are paying a lot of attention to him off the ball. He has not got the shots he wanted, not getting the drop, but he is still persisting and playing through this difficult period. He drew an offensive charge, and he has thrown some absolute dimes to Dylan Vallette. And you know what? Dylan Vallette knows what to do with those dimes. He's got 22 points on the night, and he leads all scorers. Cam Perkins next up with 17. And the 2 big men are showing out here for these teams and showing why these teams are so good. Don't believe Danbury's record, 3-3, 5-5 overall. Those are 2 quality losses to Ward and to Staples. So Danbury's good, and they're still talking about the continuation call. The Danbury assistant coach is still barking at the referee. I understand why he doesn't like the call. I absolutely understand why he doesn't like the call. But Nakel takes these daddy long leg steps, and he was already in the gather. He was already into his finish, and that's a continuation, man. I mean, I'm sorry. That is what it is, but I understand. I understand the frustration. I also think the referees made the right call. Here we go. So Matt Nakel, the aforementioned Matt Nakel, inbound for the Tigers, baseline out of bounds. Danbury does a good job to cover it, and there's Klotz underneath. Danbury looking for a double dribble, and there's DeFabio, gets some clean air, in and out. Oh my gosh, DeFabio is going to explode once he gets one to go in. He is so ready to let one drop here. Oh, Q Chapman catches it in the paint. Walsh is going to foul him. So that's a mismatch for Alistair Walsh. He gets put on Cam Perkins down low. Perkins caught it deep, and Walsh does whatever he can. He walled up, but I think he just did that tough to resist, reach into the ball, and he commits his 3rd foul, the team's 6th. And the Tigers are rolling small here. I mean, Sosa's in the game. He should be covering up on Perkins. Perkins good from the free throw line. This young man can play the game, folks. Cam Perkins, number 35, has 19 for Danbury, and he knows what to do to exploit any situation in his favor. He's done a great job. DeFabio's got Perkins on him now. It's interesting. They got the big man. I don't know if this is by design, covering DeFabio. No, they got the switch on, so that's by mistake, but he's switching to an even smaller player. Sosa kicks it out to Nakel. Calmly steps into a 3, in and out, no good. Look at Sosa over everybody. Fiorita with a block. What a block by number 10, Fiorita. This kid has shown some good ups, and he gets the block there. Backdoor cut into the paint. Sosa picks it up. Sosa looking for help. He finds DeFabio, the senior, with the ball, number 1, in the open court, getting chased from behind. Gets it to Kazdeba. Kazdeba thinks about it, directing traffic. The junior directing traffic at her. Got to like that composure. DeFabio has it on the corner. Baseline drive. Bowls his way down. Flips it out to Nakel. Back up to Klotz. Klotz hesitates, drives. Fiorita with the contest. Sosa, weak side board with 2 batters on him, and he goes up and he lays it in, and they're going to get Quentin Chapman on the foul. Sean Sosa doing a great job from the weak side, skying above everybody with 2 hands. Comes down with it and gets fouled on the putback. Don't look now. It's a 4-point game, 49-45. These Hatters are not going anywhere, and it's 4:58 left to go. We got a 4-point game. After Ridgefield held a 15-point third-quarter lead, the Hatters have charged all the way back to cut it to 4. First one up for Sosa off the front of the rim and no good. Flashbacks to the Windsor game where the Tigers missed a number of free throws, and it, quite frankly, cost them the game, a 3-point game. They left many, many more than that at the line, and tonight I think these free throws would make this a double-digit lead for sure if they're making their shots. Sosa misses the second one, and Chapman with the rebound and goes right to the push up the floor. DeFabio's got to be careful. He is shoving people here out of frustration a little bit, and he's got to be careful not to pick up a cheap one in midcourt. Nice block out by DeFabio. Body's on the ground. That's Sosa. Fiorita upsets the ball. Sosa slow to get up. He's okay. He's here now. He's coming into the front court to Fabio. And you know what? What better way to make him feel better than to feed him with a pass? Sean Sosa! Sosa with the pass on another beautiful assist from Justin DeFabio. Unbelievable leadership. And what a job. From the floor to the bucket. Sosa, here comes Klotz. He's going to keep up off the rim. Backboard. No, that's good. So Ben Klotz goes up underneath and lays it in underneath with the little underhand flip off the glass. Quentin Chapman went up hard to try to block that and came down on Klotz. Chapman's okay. Klotz is fine. And that is a great contest, man. What a job by the Hatters to get back. Quentin Chapman talking to his assistant coach. He might have gotten hurt on that. He went up hard and came down hard. And it's a 30-second timeout, 53-45 Tigers. And gosh, Sean Sosa landed flat on his back. I didn't know if he was going to get up ever, and he got up and ran down the court, and DeFabio hit him with another dime. Justin DeFabio has 3 of the sweetest assists you're ever going to see, and they've all been in this game. And, man, I just love how he is playing. Man, I love how he is playing. It is unbelievable. So they double the lead. It was 4 points the last time you and I all spoke, and now it's 8. 4:17 left to go. 8-point lead for the Tigers. And it's going to be Danbury ball after the Tigers bucket by Ben Klotz, and a take for the ages by Ben Klotz. Just going down and just saying, not today, boys. Grab those suspenders and those bootstraps and went to the rack amongst 2 Danbury players who are absolutely hunting for that ball. And Klotz slips it in and gets a 53-45 lead for the Tigers. Exciting game here on a Friday night in Ridgefield, man. I'm so happy that we can bring this to you. Love that fans are here. They are getting put on to a great game. So Nez Perkins going to walk it across, and there's Ben Klotz just in the stance waiting for him. Klotz gets through traffic, stays with his guy. Now he gets downhill, and Villette assists to get him to pick up his dribble. Baseline drive, nowhere to go. Villette there, and Villette doing a great job to stay out of foul trouble. Pass up by Klotz, and he throws it away. He had DeFabio spinning towards the basket. He threw it to his weak side shoulder, and DeFabio couldn't spin back. So Klotz apologizes. DeFabio says, don't sweat it, my man. We will get it there. DeFabio taking, listen to that. That's leadership. DeFabio taking the blame for that pass. But Klotz, you know, these 2 guys both want to just help each other out here. Baseline drive, kicked out. Jeffers kicks it to the corner. Open 3 look. That's going to be off the back of the rim. No good, but he gets his own rebound. Flashes down to Jeffers. Nakel gets knocked to the ground. Nakel has to be scratching his head. He got called for an offensive foul. That was a quarter of the contact that he just took there. He got absolutely blasted square in the chest and no call. Kazdeba in deep, up off the glass, no good. And we're going to have a foul called on Danbury. If I'm Matt Nakel, I am absolutely out of my mind. He's looking to talk to somebody. He got called for an offensive charge on nothing. Well, it was something, but it wasn't that. And he absolutely just got blasted on that drive. I mean, he hit the ground hard. Anyway, so back to the neutral call here from from my neutral announcer. I'm a Ridgefield fan, folks. I can't help it. I'm sorry. Christian Jeffers is fouled out on that play. So unfortunately, we are not going to see Christian Jeffers for the rest of this game. He is a very talented young man, a guy I love to watch play, get to coach against him in the summer and the fall league. He is skilled, talented, a nice young man. Every time I've had the chance to see him or talk to him, and frustrated to see him on the bench right now. You want to see him in this game. And that's going to be 10 fouls on Danbury, 3:20 left to go in the game, and the Tigers are shooting the double bonus. And it's going to be Evan Kazdeba at the line for the Tigers. So it's Nakel and DeFabio at half court. And Nakel, I think, is looking at the referee, still smiling at him, like, what is going on here, man? Kazdeba, off the rim and no good. Second shot for Kazdeba is in. Rattles off the rim and in. So Jaden Leroy has chosen to talk to someone in this fan section here on the Ridgefield side during those free throws. That's interesting. Hopefully everyone's being polite to him. I'm sure he's being polite. I hope the fans are minding their business. Kazdeba flashes into the passing lane, and that's got to be close to a 5. And there you go. Ben Klotz draws a 5 count. And you know what? Evan Kazdeba gets the assist on that 5 count. He shot into the gap and took away option A. And after option A, there was no option B through Z. And Evan Kazdeba took away the option, and Ben Klotz knows what to do. He locked his guy up and gets the 5 count. So Klotz checks out. Nakel's going to keep it by himself. He would love to get fouled 40 feet from the basket and go to the free throw line. There it is. DeFabio lets a three go in and out. DeFabio just cannot get dialed in today. Usually he shoots himself warm early. He has not gotten many looks here. Nez Perkins drives it in with Sosa all over him. Great closeout by Kuzdeba. And guess who? Fiorita. This kid has been money tonight. Jake Fiorita has come up with big play after big play. Nakel pulls it up. They get it to Kuzdeba. He gets downhill. Kuzdeba's going to the rack. Oh, my gosh. What a take by Evan Kuzdeba. And the foul. Count the bucket. Evans going to the line with an unbelievable drive. Downhill, full speed, right into contact. And that's going to be the second foul on Cam Perkins. And the team is well into the double bonus now. That's 11 or 12 on Danbury. And Kuzdeba's going to go to the line to try to shoot the traditional three-point free throw attempt. DeFabio will check out, and Klotz checking in. And you got to say, DeFabio is frustrated, and he is still playing team basketball, assisting, drawing charges, and really playing hard. Kuzdeba's going to be no good on the shot. And Fiorita skies, and Kuzdeba gets the rebound. Fiorita had that and just had it upset. They get it to Klotz, back to Nakel. Nakel can shoot that ball for sure, but he's going to go to the drive game. Kuzdeba's going to pull it out now and calm things down. 2:14 left to go with a 6-point lead. Tigers need to be deliberate here. Kuzdeba gets to the glass. Evan Kuzdeba absolutely calming things down. The junior just getting his game on point today. Love this kid's game. Jake Fiorita with another huge three for Danbury. He is absolutely keeping this team in the game right now without some of their bigger star players on the bench. And Jake Fiorita is getting it on. Two players hit the ground, and Klotz keeps his dribble going. Off the ground. That's going to be a drive in. Nakel's going to take it to the hole, and they're going to call Nakel on an offensive foul. And guess who? Number 10, Jake Fiorita, draws the charge. This kid is absolutely keeping Danbury in this game single-handedly right now. I mean, listen, right now, Cam Perkins has kept his team in the game the whole game, but right now, Fiorita's on a heater, and you got to love this, the bench player coming in off the bench, number 10. Didn't start this game, but is having a huge impact for the Hatters right now. Great defense by Klotz. Quinton. Oh, blocking foul. Blocking foul called on Kuzdeba in front of the Danbury bench. And Kuzdeba, no, listen, nobody likes any call that's going on right now. Ridgefield's furious, Danbury's furious, everyone's mad. Refs are calling the game they got to call. Kuzdeba get a nice job to step in front, but it's going to send Cush Perkins to the line to shoot the 1-and-1. That's Kuzdeba's first foul of the game. The Tigers' 8th. 58-53 with Cush on the line to try to cut it to a 4-point game. He does, and he earns another free throw. So Danbury good on their free throws, and the Tigers have missed a few here. Never want to talk about those now, but you want those back for sure. Cush at the line to shoot the second one. And that one's in and out. And Vallette skies for the rebound, but guess who was there to contest? Jake Fiorita. And who's the first guy back for Danbury? Jake Fiorita. Jake Fiorita playing inspired basketball now. Danbury goes for the steal. Klotz controls it. He's getting absolutely pestered. Nakel goes to the dribble. Danbury's doing everything they can to turn the Tigers over here, and the Tigers doing well to stay composed. Sosa has it up top, gets it to Vallette. Vallette gets it to Nakel. I don't know if they're trying to foul. They're under a minute to go here, and it looks like they're trying to foul. I'm not sure why they're looking at the referee because he absolutely fouled him. Jaden Leroy, I thought he was trying to foul to stop the clock, and now he has fouled out of the game. So scratch Jaden Leroy off your sheets along with Christian Jeffers. He's going to take a seat. And, maybe that's what the look was. I think he was looking at his teammates saying, hey, man, we have to foul him. And I love Leroy's maturity there. He knew what he had to do. He takes the hit for the team and fouls, gives himself up, and now he has to sit down. And I think that look was not at the official, my mistake. I think it was at his teammate saying, hey, man, foul. We were trying to foul to stop the clock. Coach is screaming foul, and Danbury couldn't get their foul on. And then Leroy has to come over and commit the foul himself. So now the Ridgefield coaches are talking to the officials about Danbury sitting down during that checkout. They do get a grace period to put another player in, and they can talk to their players, but they certainly can't go to the bench. And Danbury did, and that's what the Ridgefield coaching staff is alerting the officials to and asking them why that's being allowed. Kuzdeba shoots the free throw, and no good. Evan Kuzdeba is absolutely furious with himself right now for missing these free throws. He has been playing such inspired basketball, and he has to knock these free throws in, and he knows it. So let's see if he can settle himself down here at the line. Looks like DeFabio is going to check in for him. And he's good on the second one. So good job by Kaz to settle down and make the shot. But so DeFabio checks in for Sosa. They're going to leave Kazdeba in. So it looks like 4 guards and Vallette in the game for the Tigers. So they have their hands team out here for the Tigers to try to keep these guys out of the paint. There you go. Matt Nakel finally draws the charge. Cam Perkins backed into him, gave him a little old shove, and Nakel draws the charge. And if his big brother Chris Nakel's listening, he's going to be proud. Little bro does a great job at that, and Cam Perkins frustrated. He's got 20 on the night. And that's a great job by Matt Nakel to get him to commit the foul. They inbounds to the deep backcourt. They're going to clear it out for Nakel. He's going to keep it himself. He's got Curiel on him. Curiel goes for the steal from behind. Vallette does a nice job not to foul. They had Cush Perkins there ready to draw the charge. Great job by Perkins there. I'm not sure Vallette really needed to shoot that ball here in this situation, but he's so wide open he decided to let it go. Fiorita begging for the ball in the corner, and Nakel takes it away from Perkins. Nakel will not shoot this ball. He's going to dribble out and wait to get fouled. So it was a foul called first on Curiel. Nakel called the timeout. Not going to be granted because the foul was called first. So no timeout for the Tigers. Nakel's going to shoot 2 from the line. That's Curiel's first. The team's, 15th. And Nakel at the line to shoot 2. And Nakel knocks the first one down. Matt Nakel good on the first. It's just Dylan Vallette in there to rebound now for the Tigers. Look at Ben Klotz talking to his senior teammate, Matt Nakel, letting him know what they're doing here. It's Justin DeFabio in the backcourt because Deba is at midcourt. And Matt Nakel makes them both. And now we have a full timeout by Coach Andrew McClellan for the Tigers. 61-54 lead on Danbury with 23 seconds left to go. Tigers have committed 8 fouls. Danbury well into the double, probably 15 fouls at this point. And we got a full timeout. Oh, man, gosh, so much great action here. It's unfortunate that Leroy and Jeffers are not in the game. Would love to see those 2 young men in this game. The fouls have been pretty abundant here in the second half. And you know what? The referees are calling the game. I mean, the teams are playing aggressively and they're committing fouls, and the referees have to call them. And, of course, no one's ever happy with the men in stripes, but I think they've done a very good job tonight in a very physical game. They could call more, they could call less. They're calling what they need to call here to keep things under control. Chris Nakel checking in on the text. I hope this is clean. I'll read it to you. What's Nakel have to say to me? Yeah, Nakel watching and always proud of any charge drawn by Little Matt or any of the Tigers. He is Chris Nakel, the all-time charge leader for the Tigers, and he handed the baton down to these Tigers. He showed them how to do it. He certainly led by example. 2 years ago, his team won the FCAC title, and the Tigers did it again last year, 3 in a row, 4 out of 5. They're going for the unheard-of 4-peat here in the FCAC, and these Tigers look good. This Danbury team has brought it tonight, and they are it's a big matchup for them. They definitely get up for the Tigers anytime they play Ridgefield. And Danbury has brought their A-game tonight. They look very good. 61-54 with 23 seconds left to go. We're going to inbound in the backcourt with Curiel, giving up to Cush Perkins. Perkins smartly going to let the ball roll, and Kazdeba's going to splash in and make him pick it up so the clock starts. Big screen by Danbury. Kaz does a nice job not to run into it. And then Fiorita pulls a 3, and they're going to get Vallette on the foul. The cardinal sin of basketball, fouling a 3-point shooter, and Dylan Vallette has committed that sin right now, and it's going to send Fiorita to the line. I suspect with the way he shot the 3, he's probably a pretty good free throw shooter as well. And there it is, the announcer's jinx. Sorry, Jake, didn't mean to do that to you. That was not intentional. He misses the first. 61-54. The best they can cut it to here is a 5-point game. 2 more here for Jake. He's good on the second. Nice composure, high fives from all his teammates. And DeFabio checks in for Sosa. They're sending Evan Kazdeba in to rebound. And coaches adamantly wanted him in there. Do not want to let Danbury get a rebound here for sure. And Fiorita's no good on the second, but it comes out long, and Vallette controls the rebound, and he's going to get fouled. So it looks like they're going to get Cam Perkins on the foul. And they're going to send Vallette to the line with 14 seconds left. Dylan Vallette takes the long stroll to the foul line. No reason to rush, son. Take a breather, relax. I don't see, they haven't posted the foul yet on the board, but I believe they got, yeah, there's 4 fouls on Cam Perkins now. That's his 4th. 14 seconds left to go. Some of the Danbury fans have seen enough, and they're starting to file out. Villette misses his free throw, so he's going to get another one. Sean Sosa reports to the scorer's table. Villette makes the second one, and that allows the substitution to come in for Coach McClellan. So he pulls DeFabio, puts in Sosa. Offense, defense here for the end of the game. Sosa in for his long defensive prowess out there. Ball comes down court because Devitt does a nice job to get him. Oh, boy, tough shot with Nakel walling up. Sosa has it and gets fouled by Fiorita. So good job by Sean Sosa. 5.2 seconds left. Great job by Matt Nakel to contest the shot and not foul. .2 seconds left to go. 62-55 Tigers. Sean Sosa at the line to shoot 2. Sosa misses the free throw. DeFabio getting ready to check back in for the shooter. Horn was blown inadvertently, and we're going to have Sosa shooting the second one here. And Sosa's second one is no good. Sosa gets in and gets his own rebound. Keeps it, smartly does not shoot it, spins it out to Klotz, and there's your ball game. So the Tigers frustrated about their free throw shooting again, but come away with a 62-55 victory over Danbury. Very well played game by Danbury. Got to be impressed with how the Hatters came out here. And, I mean, that comeback in the third, down 15 to cut it to 4 was very impressive. And Hatters have to be proud of how they came in and competed. So we're going to see if we can grab someone from the Tigers. I would love to get someone over here for an interview or a little chat real quick. And stick around. Let's see if we can get a player or a coach to come say hi to us. And we'll see if we can get somebody right now. Looking to get someone from over there. Trying to get Villette, can't get him. Oh well, they're heading back to the locker room. Don't think I'm going to get anyone. They're hustling out of here right now. All right, so I promise you an interview. Yeah, I have a youth player trying to get on the air. Gotta love that. Kids trying to get on the air. A for effort, young man. A for effort. So, yeah, I think that's going to be it. Tigers have filed out, trying to grab somebody, but they have left the gym. They're in the locker room. So that's your score. I mean, they took the scoreboard down already and everything. 62-55 Tigers. You know, that game was highlighted by a couple of deep runs, and Tigers had a 15-point lead. Danbury cut it to 4. That was an incredible run by the Hatters. And if you're Ridgefield, you know, you had a couple of big double-digit quarters you gave up there, and so 17-15 in that last quarter. They extended that little lead they had and got out of here with a 62-55 victory. Tough one. Danbury brought the A game tonight. Tigers had all they could handle, but they remain undefeated in the FCX. 7-0. They go to 10-1 overall. And your Tigers, let's see who they have left next. Let's give you their remaining schedule since you have all been kind enough to tune in. Let's be a good announcer here and give you it. So Danbury has Norwalk, Darien, McMahon, Greenwich, Bridgeport Central, West Hill, Achievement, Ludlow, and Wilton to round out their season. And the Ridgefield Tigers have a decent schedule still coming up here. They have Ludlow, Greenwich, Colby Catholic, Norwalk, Wilton, Darien, St. Joe's, West Hill, and Stamford to round out the rest of their FCX schedule. And I think there's a non-FCX game in there as well. So a lot of basketball left to be played here at the end of January, and we still have some hoops to be played. So Stick around. Ridgefield ranked number 5 in the state right now, even after that loss to Windsor, so they remain in the top 5, getting a lot of respect from the vote givers there because of the effort they put up against Windsor. And they have some big games coming up still. And yeah, anytime, Chris. You're my boy. So I guess that's going to wrap it up here from Ridgefield Gymnasium. Hope to get Matt Nakel, Dylan Vallette, somebody, a coach, but it's not to be tonight. And so we will. I'm going to linger just for a minute because you know what? I got a couple minutes here. I got the St. Mary's team coming to the house for some pizzas, and so I got a couple minutes though. I'm going to see if I can get something going on here and see if I can get a coach or something. So I'm going to fill for a minute or two. While we do this and see if any of these guys are going to come out. Let me see if I can text someone. Let's see if I can text anybody. Stick around, folks. Let's see here. So let's see what they got. The Tigers have retreated to the locker room quickly, and we have to train these boys to come talk to me before they run into the locker room. But listen, I'm kidding. Listen, that could be blasphemy around here. I'm kidding, folks. I would love to talk to them if possible, but if we can't, we can't. I don't know if Spike Walsh just went in to try to get someone for me, but he's coming out of the locker room. See Coach Brady exiting the locker room. All right, so it's not going to happen. Coaches are talking to him right now, and yeah, the feeling is they might be having a little talking to out there. So we're going to sign out, and I needed you for a couple of things, John. I forget what they were, though. I had a couple of calls we needed some clarification on. No, not today's game. Here, throw that on. Let's get you in here. We'll fill with my man Spike Walsh. Throw that on. We'll bring it up. Make sure that mic's nice and close, because you got to eat that thing. There you go. Yeah, we had a couple of calls. I'm trying to remember what they were. We had so the backcourt violation. Let's cover that first. That's always good. All 3 points have to be across midcourt, right? Both feet and the ball before you can have a backcourt violation, correct?
Correct.
Right, because once you're in half court, that's like an end line at that point, right? So that's that. We had a call the other day. Shot in the air. Player fouled someone on the rebound. Shot counted. Ridgefield got the ball after the shot went in. The referee cleared it up. It's kind of a loose ball foul at that point once the shot leaves his hand, right? And because the shot, either way, it was going to be a foul, Ridgefield ball, and the shot counted and became Ridgefield ball. Again.
Correct. So once the shooter's feet get back to the floor, it's just a common foul. He's not in the act of shooting.
Gotcha.
So the basket counts and you get possession, and if you're in the bonus, you'd shoot 1 and 1, or if you're in the double bonus, you shoot 2 shots.
We got to get you on the live feed so I can text you during the game because we need some help out here sometimes.
I think it's good with the 3-man. Instead of struggling with kids is so quick, to have 2 referees try to run and stay with these young kids.
Yeah.
With 3 referees, it just makes it a lot easier. It's a really good game.
Yeah, I thought the refs did a good job tonight. And, the coaches seem to always have a problem with something or another. But I think overall, you have to look at the body of work, not every single call. Yeah. And I think overall they did a good job tonight. And that was a very up-and-down game, very quick, very hotly. How about that comeback? Down 15, they cut it to 4 in the third quarter. That was pretty incredible.
They did. So it's, that's why they play the game.
Yeah.
It's an FCAC game, and might have been different if Ridgefield was at Danbury.
Interesting. Yeah, interesting, huh? It wasn't supposed to be here, and yeah, that's an interesting point. All right, we're going to let everyone get on with their night, Spike. Appreciate you stopping by, and we're going to be out of here. So Jeff Sansone checking out from Ridgefield Gym. Thanks for checking